Alright, there's the first button. Let's see, is it connected right here? Yes, there we go. And yeah, the third button is going too. So, welcome to Space Engineers in the Afternoon. Looks like Scott made a comment while I was loading up. Should we set up a pool for how many minutes late he will be today? The answer was 5 minutes. Smart aleck. Alright, so this week we are starting a new series. We are using another scenario by Sarekh. This is the Ieram. I-E-R-A-M. Is that right? Alright, yeah. I put it in the name of the stream. Wouldn't it just be easier if I looked there? Where does it say the name of the stream? Wrong button. I have too many tabs open. Yeah, Ieram. I-E-R-A-M. This is the Ieram investigation scenario. Which, again, it's a fully colonized world by Sarekh. The start. You spawn in your ship. Make sure to take possession and join one of the factions. Well, I need to probably change factions, actually. Otherwise, the defense system of the ship and stations might rip you to pieces. Make sure you read all the text on the ship to know how to proceed and where to. Most stations and ships have GPS coordinates in the remotes or the text screens, so you can discover new locations step by step. Resources should be evenly distributed amongst the stations and ships. The hub of this system is an orbital base ship, the Soria 2. From there you can plan your every journey to all the stations, cities, and scenes in the system. 2 different major ground settlements, 1 orbital city, more than 8 spaceborne places of interest, including fleets, stations, and scenes, over a dozen individual spacecraft, multiple small vehicles, drop pods, and cargo ships, a new approach at factions that now own their own respective ships and stations. Most important, tons of different backstories crafted into the world via messages, reports, orders, letters, and scenes. Visit the science ships, the emerging settlements, or the orbital construction hub. Go wherever you like and read private messages, military reports, shifts, schedules, and letters from everyone. Find new scenes and places by uncovering all the GPS coordinates in the text panels. Yes, that tells you what we're doing. Which means we are... Actually, this... Where did you tell me what the point of this one is? I don't think this is the one I meant to click. I don't think this is where I'm at, actually. I don't think I'm on Ieram. I think I fibbed. Poo, which... Because I did the investigator one. Now I sound like a fool. Could have sworn it was Ieram. And I put the wrong name on my thing and everything. It's not Vanguard, it's not Narset. Well, poo, guys. I'm having trouble remembering what it was. I put Ieram investigation. Surely this is Ieram. And I just can't keep myself straight. Alright. I'm pretty sure the point here... Alright. Let's start this again. Since I haven't taken off my thing the whole time and you have no idea what I've been doing. Alright, let's start this again. Welcome to Space Engineers in the Afternoon. I'm the Blind Gaming Guy and need to edit out the beginning of this stream. This is a brand new playthrough of Ieram by Sarekh. Ieram is an investigation. There is a convict somewhere in the system and we are here to track him down. I did modify the start a little bit because when I first started it I tried to disconnect and this is the biggest chunk of my spaceship that was left. So in our modified start I blew up my spaceship and a passing freighter stopped to offer aid, but it was there was a pirate in it who did not want to give up the ship he had stolen, so I had to grind my way in, fight him throughout the ship, which caused lots of damage. As you can see, we have a damaged small ship. We have places in the ship is on fire. He put the alert out. And in the end, after fighting through the ship, I killed him. I don't think I ever looted it either. Nope, pistol and some ammo in there still. So we'll have to... Oh, and all the cargo was jettisoned. So we have a ship and nothing else. No stone, no anything. So we have what's left of our two ships, and that's all. And we have an escaped convict that we need to chase down somewhere in the system. We do have one GPS, the Sarekh, which is where we're supposed to start our hunt for the convict. So, I guess we should get started. This ship is the Valentia, which is a modified Mopus. Let me go see if I can find the name, find the class of the ship. What does the text say? AIC Valentia. It does not have the class. Name does. I don't think I ever took out. Yeah, here it is. The Mobula class transporter. So it's not a large ship, it's not a small ship, it's right in the middle. Has a nice little cargo bay and for the small ship that was in it. A little bit of defense that we had to deal with. I managed to avoid that one, but all the other gats are on fire. So we have some work to do before we can get going. I think we're going to start by grinding our what's left of our jump ship. Which the accident was quite spectacular, actually. I tried to disengage the jump panels and it just blew up. Sent me and the ship flying. So, we are going to be working pretty hard at... Is there any cargo in here at all? Very little of use. Not even much uranium was left. Which, although some uranium is better than no uranium. I don't know what's in the Valentia at the moment either.
Inventory full.
I do know that the Valentia literally was drained of all of its cargo. So it has absolutely nothing other than the little tiny bit I put in so far. And that damaged Valen miner, I don't know. It's also doesn't have it as badly beat up as it is. We're at to work at getting it repaired enough to put it attach it again so we don't lose it before it can move.
Inventory full.
I do worry about my oxygen and my hydrogen. Do I have an O2 with ice in it at all? Okay, I do have H2O, so I do have H2O2, so we're not going to die immediately. I don't have food turned on. Well, that's not good. We're going to turn food on real quick. We'll finish this mining and then we'll do it. Mining. Grinding. Fill my inventory up here.
Inventory full.
There we go. Alright. Let's hop out and hop back in. Sorry about that. Apparently we need to enable something that I missed disabling. I don't still have those up, do I? No. My YouTube studio froze. Oh, and what's up? Apparently mistakes were made. Edit settings. That's under advanced. Where's the food at? Copy paste, thresher damage, voxel hands, convert to stations, temporary containers. Nope. Aim assist, friendly rockets, destructible, enable weapons. Spiders, economy, wolves, encounters, drones, signals, PCs, etc. Advanced rebounds, Survival buffs. Food consumption rate. Turn that to normal. Yes. There we go. Turn food back on. Now I just have to wait for it to load. I did not get my intro stream or my intro video made for this series. I wish I had. This weekend I was not able to. I just couldn't do it. I apologize. Hopefully I'll get that done today or tomorrow and get that up for you guys. Also, I hope to do a video of the what's the name of the game? Roadcraft? Is that it? Since I cannot think of what it is. Yeah, Roadcraft. Hopefully I'll get Roadcraft episode 2 out in the next 24 hours. There are 2 Space Engineers 2 streams getting ready to come out. I've already got them uploaded. I just need to get them ready to release. So be on the lookout for those coming soon.
Inventory full.
Come back down here. There's a couch available for plugging in my USB. Oops, survival kit from my USB port. I call the energy level on the your personal energy level on the spacesuit. I say you charge it by your USB port because everything nowadays charges on a USB port. What is that? It's garbage anyway. It had garbage in it. We don't mind getting rid of garbage. Our tools are... We have the same tools on us, so... It's not like I turned spawn with tools off.
Inventory full.
I think by the time we chew this ship up, we will have plenty of resources to get everything back up and running on the Valentia. We just have to get to that point.
Inventory full.
After all, we can't let if we're the police, we can't let the cops, or we can't let the pirates win, right? Speaking of that, actually, we need to change our faction to the Imperial Forces. Oh, that's not good. I'm trying to think of a place where we wouldn't get, where we could get our exposure erased, because the whole ship is vented. Look, this might work. Is this room airtight? Oh, okay. We could hide from our exposure in the captain's cabin. She's actually a really cozy cabin. Look at this. Terrarium. We got a nice TV screen going. I actually have 2 terrariums almost. Because the side of the couch has a tree growing in it. Got a toilet we can take care of things on. Get emptied. You know what? Why don't we turn off the red alert? The red flashing is Captain's chair. Alright, turn all of the interior lighting. Light panels. And no blink. There we go. Now we can move around the ship freely. And we don't have to worry too much about exposure levels. Really need to get some of these airlocks repaired. Yeah. Hopefully once we get the let's see how close we are to getting the outer door shut. At least. Let's try the inner of the 2 first. See if we got enough to repair either one of them. Oh, we got one of them. It's not finished. Well, actually, it's all the way finished. Awesome. Oh, we have enough to finish the outer airlock. Now the ship will fill with air. Well, provided there's a vent surviving that works. Yes, the ship will fill with air. That will give us that will make it easier, because now we can use the entire ship to get rid of our exposure levels.
Inventory full.
That will make our lives much easier. If that Valen was, the miner was set up differently, but I know it's set up for mining only. Because all of the everything's wired with small cargo ports instead of large. But it was set up different. I would just build it as a mining ship.
Inventory full.
Or mining grinding ship. I almost wish we had enough stuff to build a grinding ship. As slow as this is going. salvaging what was left of this wreck is to go take a bed.
Inventory full.
Thruster components are heavy. Heavy's not the right word since we're talking about kilograms. There's lots of mass. They can be bulky, not necessarily heavy, and still have lots of kilograms.
Inventory full.
Since weight is a function of gravity, and since there's no gravity, there is no weight. There's only mass. And if you're an American like me, kilograms don't make... It's hard to do kilograms in your head. But kilograms are easier for mass than the empirical value for mass, which empirical is the American and British forms of
inventory full.
Units. Well, anything not metric actually is empirical. But newtons is the empirical value for mass. And I don't have a clue about newtons. But, you know, that is what it is. What's going on here? My YouTube studio screen is having issues today. There we go. I wonder if it's weird sitting here talking about the difference between empirical and metric. These are the thoughts that go through my head, though, so if you're watching me, you're curious about those thoughts in your head, too, probably. And if you're not,
inventory
hopefully,
full.
you learned something. I would love to say I was good at, I was an excellent student once upon a very long time ago. But some of the numbers and formulas have long since been forgotten.
Inventory full.
I will tell you that people who say you'll never use algebra in your life are wrong. Most people use algebra every day. They just don't think about it as algebra.
Inventory full.
A good example of using algebra in real life is comparing prices when you shop. You are using algebra to do that. You are using arithmetic as well, but when you
Energy low.
do a comparison, you are comparing X to Y. And it's just especially true when you get to, oh, which is better, this 8-pack or this 4-pack? Because now you have a formula like, let's see, if a 4-pack is $3.99, that's $1 per item. So you have, what would it be? 4x, no. Oh, my brain stopped. I was in the middle of explaining it and I lost my train of thought. You end up with anyway, you end up with a simple straight equation solving for x. But you are doing algebra.
Inventory full.
So, if you're one of those who say, oh, I'll never use algebra, I'll never use math, I'll never do... Yeah, you will. You won't think about it as that while you're doing it. But you will do... You will use almost everything you learn in school, you will use on a nearly daily basis. Matter of fact, I can honestly say, as someone who took math as far as calculus and understands, I think, 12 different computer languages I've learned throughout the years. Everything I have learned in school, I have used in the real world, except a geometric proof. I have never had to prove a triangle is a triangle using the Pythagorean theorem. Now, mind you, I've used Pythagorean theorem, triangles, and trigonometry to roof a house, but I've never had to prove a triangle was a triangle. So, there's my little rant on education. Go to school, learn lots. You need it all. Even if you feel like you don't, you will use it. This, I promise. Anyway, now that I've rambled on about nothing for 10 minutes, we continue the grinding of our blown up ship, trying to get as many components out of it as possible, since we have none in the Valentia, and we need a bunch for repairs. As I was looking, and even the refinery was damaged, so we have a lot of to repair.
Inventory full.
Lots and lots to repair. Not just doorways and... Ah, crap. Exposure. Figure out why the whole ship doesn't vent. Speaking of repairing huge amounts of the ship, let's get started. Oh look, the refinery is fixed. It wasn't that damaged. Okay, let's see what... Oh, there's a vent right here below us damaged. Let's go ahead and repair that. There we go. Anything else in here we need to repair that's not the... neatly blown up shit? Is it in a shape where we can use it?
No fuel. No fuel.
Oh, batteries are on charge. Alright. Apparently the reactor has no fuel in it at all. We have a docking camera. Let's use 7 to do that. Ooh, it's touchy. I'm talking about like I didn't build this ship. Shh, let's pretend I didn't. Why can't I dock? Oh, the connector's busted. Alright, let's see if it'll connect now. Yeah, 9. Alright, now the ship is connected. It is beat up for a little ship. It was set bouncing while we fought over the ship. It's missing an engine. It's missing a few parts. Shift. What? What? No, 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 no. I did not know I was still in creative. At least everything I've done has been, so it didn't matter, but... Okay, so far we've gotten enough to build that, so... We will finish making that look pretty. In a little bit. At least it's all there now. And we have plenty of exposure now. Or 0 exposure, I should say. So we can go back to work.
Inventory full.
Alright.
Inventory full.
Oh yeah, this takes a load. Keep losing the ship.
Inventory full.
I do like that the inventory full warning doesn't leave stuff floating in the air like it does on Space Engineers 2. At least not until you eat the entire thing up. According to its manifest, the Valentia is a ship out of Narset. Oh, here's a second piece of the ship. We weren't grinding that one until now, but that's a second piece of the ship, isn't it? No, this is the actual ship we were working on. Yeah, it's grounded. I just have ground up so much of it I couldn't recognize it.
Inventory full.
And for the record, I did not intentionally blow up the this ship. It blew up all on its own. I don't know what button I hit wrong, but I hit a wrong button and the ship go boom. That's a bunch of ice. I don't want that to go to waste. Where'd it go? There. Alright. I was always surprised how many trips it takes to move ice. But this is a lot of ice. 20 kilograms equals what? 12 pounds or so? Is that right? Only 12 pounds? That can't be right. Now I gotta look it up. Hold on. Kilograms to pounds. Good 3 kilograms. It's about 6 pounds of all. It's even less than I thought. Holy cow. Oops, ran into that. .54. Ow.
Energy low.
Gotta go plug in the USB port again. Oh, for heaven's sakes, let me in. I think I broke YouTube Studio again. Sorry, I gotta remove my body and set in a different position. Alright. Back toward. Got rid of the exposure. Just taking this up.
Inventory full.
Alright. Where's he at? Alright, there. Let's try to move the ship closer. What am I doing? Oh yeah, that's what I was just going to have to do. Go move the ship a little bit, try to make it easier. Alright. bathroom system. So where's that? So let's just listen. Hey, yes, sir, I'll hit. Bulletproof glass. But it's working on it. Oh. I forgot what I was doing. I hate that. I just vented the whole ship too. Well, at least a big chunk of it. That should be directly over. Where is the wreck? Where'd my wreck go? Where'd my... Is my wreck despawned? I think my wreck despawned. In which case, I do need to do something at F10. Oh, an Alt F10 menu. Entity list. Sort by, owned by player. Stat grids, large grids. No, that's not what I was looking for. No, no, no. Well, I guess it's gone. Oh, I say that and then I find it. Stupid son. How'd you feel like a moron? $6,000, $30,000. Oh, there. I keep losing it. You're gone. Almost touching it through the ship. One down. There we go. She didn't tell me to shoot empty that time. Mercy for lying. Keep not paying enough attention. What's up is I seem to be loopy today. One of the medicines I take, well, that's not true. Two of the medicines I take mess with your brain, so sometimes I have off days. Unfortunately, it looking like today is one of those. So, I apologize if I keep acting weird. I should put or the normal on this sentence. Alright, keep going. I have a plan. There you go. Let's go up here. I'm not hearing any sounds. Hardly. Oh, the sound is going weird. Are you guys hearing sound? Is that Space Engineer's playing sound to y'all? Are you guys hearing sound? Is this? I wonder why I'm not hearing sound suddenly. Obviously my headset's working because you can hear me talk. Oh, there's sound going again. That was weird. I need food. Oh crud, I need food. Is there any food on here? Okay, we do have some farming. This is better than nothing. But just because we have farming doesn't mean we can eat it, because we have to make seeds. Because there's no seeds on the ship. Just a control panel. Production. Food processor. Siege. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now go back to there. Go to food processor. Kelp Crispies. At least there's some food production on here so we won't starve to death. Alright, Control 2, G, SED. Put the seed packs down here, because this is tons faster. The other ones aren't called seeds, they're called spores. See how quick that is? And done. That keeps me with food being grown. Alright, we are in good shape so far. I'll get some of those kelp crispies out though. And I still don't like that they're called kelp crispies. For the record. It should not be called kelp crispies. It should be called algae crisps. Kelp is a seaweed. Grows up in the ocean. Can be many feet long. Algae, meanwhile, is a collection of single-celled plants that grow in stagnant water, typically. They're two very different things. Now, don't get me wrong. Being able to dry and compress algae into a wafer sounds like a reasonable source of food, even in real life. Algae is also used in real life with purified water in some city locations to be a, what do they call it, a carbon sink? Pull carbon dioxide out of the air and add oxygen to it in places where there aren't plants. can't give you an instance of one because where I live, well, let's just say plants are not an issue. The random thoughts that I have playing Space Engineers. Alright. Now, these have a ton of steel plate in them. 100 steel plate each for a blast door block. So, that's a lot. I'm waiting for the lady to yell at me. She didn't yell at me. My spacesuit lady is broken. Some of my sound effects are broken. Alright. We'll get this figured out anyway. Even if the spacesuit lady doesn't talk to us. We can watch our bar and do it ourselves. We can be responsible. Yeah, we can be responsible by foot. Alright. Grind, grind, grind. Uh-oh. Pieces went flying. Okay. There we got those. I think we might be getting close on getting some of this stuff. Then we just have to figure out how to repair this ship. Woo. Grind, 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 grind. Maybe we'll get everything ripped apart and rebuilt today. Large steel tubes are a pain to do like this. Pretty much the moment you hit large steel tubes, you fill up. thrusters. As you can see, the ship here was full of ion thrusters too, so I'm not. And it had ion and atmospheric for its moving up and down, and I really don't like that combination. Yes, I realize it can work quite well, because as you go into an atmosphere, the one gives out and the other picks up, but I just can't do that. I just don't like. If I'm going to build a on-world, off-world vehicle, it's hydrogen powered. Not just because hydrogen is more powerful and has multiple uses. It just so much easier having one power source that can do it all. Warning, suit energy low. Critically low. In the house. In the building we go. In the building. We're going to suffocate. Good news is this suit's jetpacks are powered by hydrogen. So if you run out of power, you can still maneuver. Where in Space Engineers 2, it's not that way. If you run out of power, you're dead. Because you can't. You just float away. Oh, Chris. Are there any more? They don't feed you a lot. Production. It shows nothing can be produced. That's what I was afraid of was going to happen. How close are we up here? We're not. Should be in direct sunlight, working just fine. Let's go check them on the top. Top of the ship. My algae farms. Showing a single dot. All of my oxygen ones are. But it is not liking the light here. Alright. Another thing ground down. I feel like we're finally getting there. That last little stretch, I feel like that's where we're at. Grind. Heavy armor, no wonder it's taking so long. Heavy armor. there's light armor. It'll take as long to cut through that. It will not take as long. We get a bunch of them. We can do a bunch of ones. I think that was the one that was holding it in place. Oops. Should have done that one last. Yep, should have done that one last. That's alright. We are getting there quickly now. Just have to be careful not to bump anything. I hate it when this happens. There. Just cannot locate it sometimes. Two things. Alright, check that out. We're free to move finally. We got rid of our spaceship that exploded. If you want to see how it exploded, last week's or Thursday's stream was interesting in that manner. I really thought I was disconnecting it correctly, but then disconnect worked a little too good. Both of them go all the way out? Looks like they did. Maybe not there, actually. Oh, do I still have VALEN? I do have a blueprint. Ieram. Oh, I can't read it. Right, left. I think that's right. Alright, K, ROJ, not NJ. Projector. Alright. Blueprints. BAL. Now, keep projection. Alright. back is over there. I'm not going to do it from here. Let's try running maybe? No. I don't think y'all's right either. Just pitch. Okay. This one. I got a vertical. There we go. Now it's lined up. There, that's so much faster. Yep, that was worth the time it took. That was absolutely worth the time it took to do. Why don't those line up quite right? Construction components. There's a bunch of them. Well looked. Space Engineers 2 problem. After the light armor panel and after the how are we looking projector wise? Walks remaining. Classic spotlight. Looks like I'm missing some spotlights. And I lost all my lights. Is there any other light? At least 2 lights, apparently. Alright. There we go. see if knocking that out lets me. Why can't I get to the... Why is it on that side? I am pretty sure I did not have that on the inside. Maybe I did. Might have done that. Empty my inventory. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Alright, let's see if it worked. Plenty of light. Let me go mining next. Alright. Beautiful. One thing repaired fully. Now, let's see, we can get this airlock repaired fully. Alright, we got our airlock looking better. And it's back to being automated, which is good. And that. And that may get damaged? No. Already repaired that one. Let me get the bridge repaired. Really not. We have sparks everywhere. Alright, let's get rid of the pirate's body, and we're good to go, I think. Yeah, he had a pistol and some ammo. And like that, we are repaired. All right. Yeah, we are ready to fly off. Secure the airlocks. Secure all the what's that word? Okay. Okay, I wanted inventory. Let's start off by looking at our reactors. Looks like our reactors all have some power. Yeah, all the reactors have some, so we're fine there. H2. We have one H2O2 with a little bit of ice. So we need to find ice. Oh, and I did not repair the outside of the ship. Pretend those things aren't there. To conserve our H2O2, let's turn off the hydro thrusters. Let's get ourselves positioned so that we're heading in the right direction. Check our ore detectors. Range. Alright. Yeah, we're trying to prevent those things aren't there because they're left over when we set up the scenario. Alright. We got some cobalt, that's all. What turns it off? We have a gate construction site. Let's go there first because it's closer. And we're looking for asteroids along the way. Ship is running a couple of mods that would allow me to find what I'm looking for easier. My eyes are starting to hurt. It's been a day, so I am not using them. I'm going the old-fashioned way. I'm just flying close to him. Hey, wow! Flying close and hoping. It's right on the surface too. Oh, look at the shadow crossing the asteroid. Go back. I want that screenshot. That's cool. Turn off the HUD. That's cool. I like that screenshot. Sorry. Now let's roll the ship over toward the sun. It's actually another pretty cool screenshot. Sorry. The shadow on the asteroid is just cool. Anyway. We have some ice mining to do, I think. Oh dear. We missed some damage back here. Yeah, when we were working back here, we missed a few things, didn't we? Big old hole in the wall. More than one. Well, when that thing came loose in the ship, it bounced around and did a lot of damage, didn't it? There's some scrap metal. It was probably what was making the noise when we rotated the ship around. And we turned the ship, hopefully, so that these will be nice and green. Yes, they are. Okay. Alright. Empty my inventory. Hop in the ship. Sure, dampeners are on. Auto. Unlock. The sound is still weird. I don't know why, but the sound is still weird. But we are having some excellent visuals. Alright. Let's chew up some ice. That way. Turn that way. It's weird it being so quiet. What if I jump inside? I wonder if there's a sound pack installed with Ieram that's making it weird for me. Or if I've got realistic sounds instead of arcade sounds. It's another option that might be messing with me. I will look next time. I am not going to mess with it right now. But, yeah, it's weird with it being so quiet. We should be getting lots of ice as we do this. Alright, we're getting full of ice. Why does my cockpit have stuff in it like that? Cockpit should not have anything in it. Ugh. Uh-oh. I'm going to have to look for food when we get back. They're almost full. That is a lot of ice we just chewed out. And a nice big flat spot in the ice, it's funny. Yes, I do it on purpose. I think it's fun to just absolutely make an area perfectly flat if I can get away with it. Oof, she's heavy. Very heavy. Alright. Yeah, we want to be very careful. Because we are extraordinarily heavy right now. And we are a little under-thrustered for this kind of weight. When we were building it, being under-thrustered was something we realized we would be. We knew we were going to be a little under-thruster powered. But it was a sacrifice we were willing to make for the sake of prettiness. Because you have to admit, this little miner matches this ship beautifully. Level out. Fly backwards. Beep. 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 Nope, wrong way. Wrong way. Should be any second. See, there we go. 9, 8, FF. Actually, hold on. There are things in that cockpit that should not be in that cockpit. I don't know how they even got in that cockpit. Because there is no way the conveyors between the two places would get there. Why do they keep coming back? They should not be able to. I thought there was a sorter. Oh yes, food. Gotta take care of food. I know where there's food. Yes, I know where there's a food machine. There's some kelp in here. Everything. I can make some better food in just a minute too. Pause that. Production, food. %71% fill value. Spaghetti. %51% fill value. Dumplings. Inventory. LEAL. Beautiful. Well, for starting at nothing, we're getting somewhere. Apparently, this is the wrong version. This is an old version of the Valentia. 8, 9. Fishy Ford. Pop out. Grind out this connector. Oh, good. Just plumb full of ice. Which means we have to just dump it a little bit at a time. This stinks. Doink. 1 minute, I'm gonna look at something. Alright, sorry. It looked weird on my stream PC. I had to check it out. I do use 2 PCs to stream. A gaming PC and my streaming PC. I use OBS on both with the teleport plugin. I know there's a cable box thing that you can use between your 2 computers that actually is faster, apparently, and lighter, because it takes care of all the processing. But honestly, the teleport plugin is so easy. And it really works. Alright, now, gee, we need a sorter. I don't know why it sounds like there's no atmosphere in here. It should have atmosphere. And it does have atmosphere. In fact, my helmet was open even. And we need a connector. Choose a standard connector in this situation. Since it sticks out. We use the light there as a target when we're backing up. Wait, I took the sorter the wrong way. Just let these sit for right here for right now. Put this in the wrong direction. I think. Yep, I did. It needs to go that direction. It needs to be pushing away from me. Aren't you glad I caught it? At least I'm glad I caught it. I don't see the computers. Ah, it was complete a minute ago. Uh-oh. Production, assembler. The assembler's incomplete even. Oh, great, we missed something. That might be a real issue. Yeah, because that needs a lot of computers. There's one good thing about it. Do you still have a survival kit? Production survival kit 2. But it needs iron and silicon, and I don't think we have either one. That stone could help, though. Put the stone in the refinery. Get some computers. Do we have any more stone in here? No, it was all the stone we got. It's a little bit. It's probably not going to be enough for the assembly, though. But I know it's dumb, but this is more important. I know it sounds dumb, but it really is. So now, attach it. That will drain this ship's inventory and cram it into the... No, it won't, because I didn't set it up yet. Sorter. Conveyor sorter. This needs to blacklist nothing and drain all. Now, if we look at inventory, this ship only. Go where do I want to type? C-A-R-G. There you go. Well, beat me to some of it. Alright, actually it was able to pull everything out. Everything but the little bit of uranium we keep in our thing. Alright, yes. Yes. We have made progress. Those didn't work. Alright, let's see if we can build our looks like we got close. Sounds like it's still working though. Make sure we get. Really? Oh, we had just enough. Why was this symbol put inside? Oh, I know why. Okay, now this drains properly. Let's resecure the airlocks. Secure all doors. Leave. It is time for us to begin our adventure. To track down the thief, or the murderer, or criminal, or whatever he was. Okay. Gate construction site, 6 kilometers. Let's head here first. I actually believe I might be able to turn on. We might be able to turn our hydrogens back on because we got all that ice, which is a nice boost to our mobility. What was that, Angel? Nice getting my bonuses though. Alright, let's the build site have at it. Hydrogen refueling station. Oh, that'd be nice. Still have something loose in our ship. Something is still loose. I think this over here is the hydrogen refueling station. Let's go figure out how to use the hydrogen fueling station. Because anything that we can do to save our ice would be nice. How's this dock? We're here. On the opposite side from where I am, and completely upside down from where I am. Of course it would be. Alright, go through the airlock safely. Go through the next airlock. We are not going to worry about securing the airlocks fully. Alright. Oops. Okay, roll that way, I don't care. I don't know what's loose. But there are some loose components somewhere in my ship. We'll jump in a few minutes and take care of that though. My wife had to go get my son because he got sick at school today. That's my youngest. He's a freshman in high school. You know what? This ship could benefit from a docking. Camera. Big ship to be trying to dock like this. Got it. Whew. All right. Hydrogen is filling up my hydrogen tanks. I don't feel bad about it because I am a government agent in this scenario. So, filling myself with hydrogen is not a bad thing legally. I might just steal some of their ice too. Because they have lots of ice. And batteries. So, C-A-R-G. Let's steal some power cells. And let's steal some ice. Because being honest here, it's taking back the ice. Matter of fact, I think it might be stealing some of my ice. How could I put a one-way on this so that, and two, how am I going to get in trouble for doing it? Alright, first off, switch lock. Second off, give me the lock. I'm not seeing reputation drop, so I'm not in trouble for doing it. SOR. Oh, why did I do that? It's on my bar. There we got it. There we go. And now, G. Again, why did I do it? It's on my bar. This will keep it from stealing my ice. I watched it steal all my ice. Now I feel even less bad about stealing its ice since it stole mine. C-A-R-G. Stealing my ice. There's a lot of ammo in those interior turrets. There. That's about double what I mined, so again, I am not worried about it. Now, we'll leave our ship here. So I don't see anything gained on that. What else do we have here? Over here, we have a construction ship. Does it have any information in it? It does not have a remote. Nope, it does not. It would just be a matter of, do you want to kite the ship or not? And honestly, I don't. I have no reason to commandeer that vessel. For that matter, we're not going to steal that vessel. Whew, what is this? What is this indeed? Is that a full airlock? All currently offline though. I wonder if I can bring it online. The nearest control panel. Batteries. I can't tell what's going on. It is all over the place. Does it have a... No reactor, it's just battery powered. Alright then, hold on. That won't let me do what I want to do. See, everything's off. I need a control seat or something so I can cycle the power. No. Seats we sit. Oh, it's old. Before we had beds, back in the day, they laid these down sideways like this to look like beds. Nice decorations, considering. I'm not seeing what I need to see. Medbay. See how the medbay's turned on. Passenger seats just won't let me do what I need to do. There is no control seat. Alright, let's just turn things on. 6 panels. Turn them on. Speed module, turn it on. Sound blocks, turn them on. Small cargo containers, those are on. Programmable lock on. Program on. Act all the programmable locks. Turn them on. Can't turn a seat on or off. Oxygen generator is on. Ops lights on. Merge blocks. Leave them alone. LCD panels on. Laser antennas on. Ion thrusters on. Parallel GA distant method on. What that means. Hangar lights on. Gyroscope early on. Grabs in. On. All the doors. Turn them on. Corner lights. On. Control stations. If there's 6 control stations, how come I haven't found one? Button panels. On. Batteries. Are now on. Assembler on. Airtight hangar doors on. Now close. That one is this DOR. All doors. Follow them on and close them. All right. Now then, let's look through. Oh, there's so much to learn here. Let's sit back down. Turn off my HUD, maybe. There we go. Alright, let's start with text panels. Anything to learn? No. Anything to learn? No. Not seeing anything in the text panels. Okay, there's some LCDs up here. Here we go. Nope. Nope. Oh, come on, there's information in here somewhere. Anything in laser antenna. See nothing in either laser antenna. Where else could I look? Control stations. Anything in the text? Anything in... Okay, nothing in that one. Love you, Angel. My wife. I'm confused. I thought there would be something here to learn. Timer blocks don't have any actions. Yeah, I'm confused. Sidewalks.
Attention. FTL jump in progress.
Lights on.
Sidewalk 3 apparently doesn't have a sound. Okay. Programmable blocks. Did you look at these? Doesn't look like this is anything but commented out. Yeah, this is all commented out based. This is not actually programmed. Oh, dead end? Looks like. Alright, the control panel's a dead end. So, let's look in inventory. Are there any data pads? I don't see any data pads. Nope. Well, as far as I can tell, this is a dead end. Nothing to be learned. I should turn my head back on. What is this? AP Industries. Yeah, you're the guys in charge of building the thing. That makes sense. What is this shit? It's just a different kind of welding ship. Interesting. And this is an automated welding bay. Cool. Which means the entrance to this place probably is on the other end somewhere. Oh, where's an entrance? Where's the entrance at? Ooh, look at all those welders. Like, look, you can get inside here. Somewhere. It's an interesting building. It's an interesting building in space, but still building. Oh, at least you can. There it is. Access denied? I'm the cops, buddy. What do you mean access denied? Whoa, did you see that? Pirate beacon. That's not good. Alt F10. Well, I'll be darned if that's gonna stand. Like I said, Police, open up. Yeah. Cobalt. Otherwise, I'm not seeing. Oh, there's some Gatling ammo, the Gatling turret. Uranium in the reactors. Bunch of empty lockers. Some ice in the O2s. Some basic stuff in the refinery. Some other stuff in the other refinery. Lots of small cargo containers, some more ammo, a lot more ammo, holy cow. More uranium. Okay. No data pads. But this. Order of the day. We had a nasty little accident yesterday with one of our main engine thrusters and blew the Realis on it. Tell the watch below that anyone fixing the engine during their off time will get an extra day on Ieram during the next shore leave. In other words, if you work overtime, we'll give you stuff off. I think this one's new. Let's say that's a new GPS. It didn't work. Inventory, GPS, view from clipboard, orbital construction site. Was that the gate construction? Position Soria 2. There's that one. This one. And this one. Okay. We picked up a new GPS. That's a good thing. Let's see what else we could find in here. What's it? Cops. Go where I want. Nothing in here to learn. If you weren't all on shore leave. Back here. Gravgen. Reactor bay. Reactors. Weld bay. Gyro. Private cabins. Ooh. Stuff right there. One important person cabin. Boy, your toilet is right there. Its own jump drive. I don't know why it would need a jump drive. pointed out stuff. Nope, nothing to learn there. Man, this would be really dangerous in here. That gets a hole in it. You're irradiated. You're dead. Not the safest working environment. If you know what I mean. Ah, there's something new. It gives us the same 3 GPSs. I love all the LCD work. Apparently there's more of the ship up here. I hate to bring the matter up like this, but the loss of the Dark Sea and her designated supplies has put us severely behind schedule. I don't want to make an issue of it, especially since you and your crew were good friends with many on the Dark Sea, but we will need to find a way to increase delivery intervals if we want to keep the fallback deadline. Signed, Director Phineas. Well, sounds like one of their supply ships got nabbed. Might be a job for the cops. Oh yeah, that's me. We cleared this level. Let's go back down. We cleared this level, right? That's an interesting place. Oh, here. We are about to connect the final ring segment of the geodesic manifold gate to the main structure. When it is sufficiently welded up, we can proceed in attaching the command module and start booting up the main computer systems. The final test should be done by the end of the turtle. This is still behind schedule, but we don't want to take any chances. It would not be a good impression if the first ship arriving from the Alcalian system would come through the gate as a cloud of plasma dust. No, that would be a bad thing. Interesting. This way. Yes, the welding bay. Alright, down we go. We were in here, that's the crew quarters. Mess hall, whatever you want to call it. That's where we got our first set of instructions. Oh, that's where the thermal one. The cryo base. Why is medbay off? Medbay. Cryo tube. Oh, I shut that door. Interesting. Thank you for your information. You have helped us. My pirate beacon worries me. Cargo lifting drone. Look, normal sounds fine. As we look around the ship. Let's see if there's data pads hidden somewhere. Oh, I don't want to use it. No data pads. Some uraniums. More uraniums. Control panel. Let's look for remote. Oh, wait. Things are good. He said some things are hidden in remotes. Nope. Nothing in that remote to help. LCDs. Looks like there's definitely a few things to look at. That's the airlock. It's crew cabin. Whoa. OSHA does not approve. Yeah, remote. I got the remote. I never found the remote. Yeah. Dearest Ilya, I cannot tell you how much I am looking forward to coming home again. This is the first and last time I apply for a job on a cargo hauler. When they said we would be going to a new system, I expected beautiful planets and new worlds. All I see is the walls of this ship all day long. I have not left this vessel for a whole tertial now, and I am beginning to be sick of it. Next rotation we are supposed to get some shore leave, but that does not mean that we get to see the planet. No! We are going to be allowed to see another ship! The Soria is floating city in orbit around the Ieram. Can you believe it? Shore leave on a ship! Missing you, your brother. Okay. All the med bays and survival kits are turned off. Alright, I guess I'll boink. Again, OSHA does not approve. You need railings around all entrances. Sorry. Look at my ship. That doesn't really match OSHA either, especially that upper area. Right there. Got a camera. I'm not really sure what you'd use that for. Other than as an exploration device, I can't see anything it would be good for. That should be an airlock too. For the record. That should be an airlock, because those go to the outside. Drone repair assembly, drone arm delivery. Drone bay lights, toggle block on off. Let's see. We're gonna do something dumb. K. DRONE. It's gotta have a remote on it of some kind. I need to know what your drone, what your right. Control panel. Fine. There. Camera docking, camera front, remote control. It's called remote control. Alright. We are now locked in. Okay. Actually. Try controlling. Okay. This is not the right remote. Okay. Alright, find out the name of that block. Ocean cargo lifter drone. Okay. Ocean destroyer cargo lifter drone. Remote control. Control. Okay. Ieram. But it's not the right thing. Ocean cargo lifter drone. Camera front. View. Okay. Strength. So. The front is not the front. The remote does not face the same way as the camera. Oh dear. Maybe a different camera. Maybe a different camera. Let's try this camera. What? I wonder. Try killing the gravity. Seems to fly better now. What if it's getting beat by gravity? Alright. Shift K. Sorry, my printer is going in the background, and I just whacked my own mic. That was real good. I wonder if it doesn't have... It's got an antenna. Shift. Okay. No control. Cool. I'm not in control of it. Is the antenna off? Which picture looks like an antenna? Magnifying glass, help me. I think it's this one. Max broadcast range, yes. It's on. Alright, maybe if I just do this. Transfer to me. Now will it let me control it? Woo. It's missing. I broke it. It's missing one of its thrusters. Yep, we're missing a thruster on it for it to work right. But I think Gee. Actually, this one. Alright, on that side. I wonder what's at the pirate beacon. So I am going to use something I should. I don't know if I can go 10 kilometers, 7 kilometers with this. I should be able to get there from here easily enough. This will let me know what's there if I want to go and mess with it or not. Looks like there's 2 things there. Thing called the Bloody Eagle. Whoa! Yeah, it's dead. Yep, it got destroyed. Yet OSHA does not approve. Of course, OSHA wouldn't be really happy with what I did to that drone either. Oh yeah, let's turn the generator back on. There we go. There was a second down ladder and an up ladder somewhere. So I wandered into the down ladder like that. Oh, it's the same place. It's always the same place. I guess it is. I guess I misplaced the number of down ladders. All right, so up ladder. Run! Oh my gosh. Oh, it's terrible. Forgetting where that button is what. Because I played the other Space Users too. And tab is inventory instead of I. And play this one. It's backwards. Okay, well, I feel like I have learned everything I can here. Okay, let's see. Short range craft refueling. Short range refueling stations. We're at the long range refueling station. This is a public space rescue pod. In case of system failure of your craft, please use this pod to call for it and wait for help. This refueling station is equipped with a laser antenna. Please input the nearest communication coordinates and establish contact with the authorities immediately. Well, what do the buttons do? Do they say anything? Power set was with your air vent toggle block on off. Depressurize, depressurize. Laser antenna target block on off. Where's the laser antenna at? Laser antenna. No receivers. Custom data. Nope, nope, nothing. Well. Yeah, nothing there. Woo. Big welder ship. Is this the same exact thing? Yep, rescue pod. Okay. Neither of them will help us. That doesn't help. We've been there. Wasp class maintenance craft. Been here. Starting to think we've been through everything we're gonna get here. Yeah, I think we've been through everything we're gonna get here. And we're not going anywhere near that pirate encounter.
Energy low.
What is this? Did we go inside this? Okay, yeah. Alright, heading back to our ship. Which is where exactly? I've lost my ship. So much stuff going on right here. Alright, inside we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And away we go. Oh! Spent the whole cartway. I have limited ice. Don't vent the cargo bay. Alright. The thing is, before we head to our next location, figure out where it is. Over there. Wait, what's that? 1.2 kilometers. I can't jump soon enough. There's something right here. Black is complete. What is that? What is this? It's a piece of the ring. This is a long way away. Yeah, I really should put a grab gen on this thing. Secure the airlock. Alright. We are going to jump toward the orbital construction set. Jump drive. Coordinates. Soria 2. Select. Control 2. Where to put it? I didn't have this one. Oh, we can get all the way there. Alright. Jump. And this is where we'll start exploring next time. There's the Soria 2. That's where we'll be next time. Let's get closer to it, I think. It's a kilometer from us. Prettier if we're right next to it for pictures. A docking point on the Soria somewhere. Hold on, we gotta figure out how to dock on this thing. Then we'll get off. I keep saying, and then we'll be done, but I can't figure out how to dock. Alright, what have we got? Take our small ship and it's docked there, but it's not really docked the big ship. Here in the middle. Here in the middle to dock it. And then right there on the back. That's what it looks like the back. A couple more docking points there. Lots of Gatling guns. Lots of Gatling guns. Oh my gosh. Look at the top of this thing. Okay, I see we're gonna dock. I see we're gonna dock. I have a feeling though, when I get out of my seat, I'm gonna land on my head. It might be upside down. But we'll find out next time. And I do mean that this time. Let me in! Supposed to get the rest of our orders here on how to track down the criminal we're here for. Docking port seems to be about there. Next time we will be getting out of our ship, getting to know this ship. Such a big ship to move around like this. Oh, I got it. Dock. Sorry, I got quiet while I was doing all that. Alright, so next time we will be exploring the Solana 2 and we will be finding out where the criminal we came for is. Almost wish I could zoom out enough to get all those ships. so many of them here. Just this way is the way I get the best picture. Those are just barely on. I almost can I use Alt F10 entities. Grids, characters, time. We have 2 of them. There's the 3 littles, 4 littles. Even better. Alright, again, let me try my outro for the 3rd time now. Next time we will be exploring the Solana 2 and its surrounding ships, trying to find out where the criminal is that we are after. This was my afternoon stream of Space Engineers. This is the Tales of the Valentia, Ieram. As always, I am the Blind Gaming Guy. Thank you for joining me, and I'll be back on Thursday from 12:30 to 3:30 here on YouTube, and I will be on Twitch before that from 10 to noon on Space Engineers 2. I should have two videos from Space Engineers 2 up today, and hopefully I'll get Roadcraft recorded and have it up tomorrow. So lots to come. Watch for more, and until next time, have a great day.